Internal Revenue Service IRS Tax News. Supplemental Security Income recipients will receive automatic economic impact payments. Step follows work between Treasury, IRS, Social Security Administration. IR 2020-73, April 15, 2020, Washington. The Internal Revenue Service, working in partnership with the Treasury Department and Social Security Administration, announced today that recipients of Supplemental Security Income, SSI, will automatically receive automatic economic impact payments. SSI recipients will receive a $1,200 economic impact payment with no further action needed on their part. The IRS projects the payments for this group will go out no later than early May. Moving SSI recipients into the automatic payment category follows weeks of extensive cooperation work between the SSA, Treasury, IRS, as well as the Bureau of Fiscal Services. Quote, "Since SSI recipients typically aren't required to file tax returns, the IRS had to work extensively with these other government agencies to determine a way to quickly and accurately deliver economic impact payments to this group," end quote, said IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig. Quote, "Additional programming work remains, but this step simplifies the process for SSI recipients to quickly and easily receive a $1,200 payment automatically. We appreciate the assistance of SSA and Bureau of Fiscal Services in this effort," end quote. No action needed by most taxpayers. Earlier this month, the IRS took a similar action to ensure those receiving Social Security retirement or disability benefits and railroad retirement benefits can receive automatic payments of $1,200. While these groups receive forms 1099, many in this group don't typically file tax returns. People in these groups are expected to see the automatic $1,200 payment later this month. Eligible taxpayers who filed tax returns for 2019 or 2018 will also receive the payments automatically. About 80 million payments are hitting bank accounts this week. For benefit recipients with dependents, extra step needed to claim $500 for children. The law provides eligible taxpayers with qualifying children under age 17 to receive an extra $500. For taxpayers who filed tax returns in 2018 or 2019, the child payment will be automatic. So in other words, they're extending the automatic payment to people that have not traditionally filed a tax return, but they will not have that component piece of information with regards to a dependent in those certain types of situations where the tax return had not been filed. So for the informational purposes of that $500 for a dependent child in these circumstances, you would still need to provide some information to the IRS. Back to the text. However, many benefit recipients typically aren't required to file tax returns. If they have children who qualify, an extra step is needed to add $500 per child into their automatic payment of $1,200 if they don't file a tax return in 2018 or 2019. For those who receive Social Security retirement or disability benefits, SSDI, railroad retirement benefits, or SSI, and have a qualifying child, they can quickly register by visiting Special Tools. So there's going to be a link here for that case. Available only on irs.gov, and provide their information in the non-filers section. By quickly taking steps to enter information on the IRS website about them and their qualifying children, they can receive the $500 per dependent child payment in addition to the $1,200 individual payment. If beneficiaries in these groups do not provide their information to the IRS soon, they will have to wait until later to receive their $500 per qualifying child. The Treasury Department, not the Social Security Administration, will make these automatic payments to SSI recipients. Recipients will generally receive automatic payments by direct deposit, direct express deposit card, or by paper check, just as they would normally receive their SSI benefits. For those with dependents who use direct express debit cards, additional information will be available soon regarding the steps to take on the IRS website when claiming children under 17. For information about Social Security retirement, survivors and disability insurance beneficiaries, please visit the SSA website at ssa.gov. There's a link to that here. General information about the economic impact payment is available at special section of the irs.gov website. Link to that here. Watch out for scams related to economic impact payments. The IRS urges taxpayers to be on the lookout for scams related to economic impact payments. To use the new app or get information, taxpayers should visit irs.gov, irs.gov, the IRS website, irs.gov. People should watch out for scams using email, phone calls, or text related to the payments. So in other words, be sure, again, anytime these kind of payments, these stimulus things come out, people are going to try to scam this money for sure. So you want to make sure that if you get any kind of information, if it's going to be an email or phone call, almost for sure, not the IRS there. I mean, you could be pretty positive on that. And even if you have any questions about it, then you want to contact the IRS, the source, not respond to them. So you'd want to go to the IRS website, irs.gov, and conduct your search from that point. So back to the text, be careful and cautious. The IRS will not send unsolicited electronic communication asking people to open attachments, visit a website, or share personal or financial information. So that's obviously going to be one of the major phishing type of scams. So let's read that one more time. The IRS will not send unsolicited communication asking people to open attachments, visit a website, or share personal information. Remember, go directly and solely to irs.gov, irs.gov for official information. More information, the IRS will post frequently asked questions on irs.gov/coronavirus, link to that here, and will provide updates as soon as they are available.